this morning. You look
Just a little
you look lethargic. I don't want to hear about the Dominion Time Observatory again this morning. I don't want to hear about that.
Well, I only said it once.
I know. I've been dreaming about it ever since. I don't want to see that dome.
What? Jeez.
Get on. We're recording here. Get on with it.
Okay, well, that's what I'm doing.
You keep flashing back and forth to the sharing here. Just click it
So,
once.
It is April the 1st. Did you not get any sleep? Did you not get any sleep?
Like talking to my aunt. Stop clicking the damn button. It's not going to change the computer's mind if you click it 47 times. Click it again.
You didn't get any sleep. You didn't get any sleep.
I was dreaming about the Dominion Time Observatory, and
after 10 seconds of violence,
and then it was something out of a Woody Allen movie where I was being chased through a park by an enormous breast. You know, because the dome, the shape of the observation, whatever the hell it is, dome. Well, you saw everything you wanted to know about sex with Woody Allen, and he's being chased by a huge boob. Okay, turn your sharing on and get on with it.
Well, I've got it on.
No, you don't.
Well, I just put it up.
Oh, well, you can see it in your own mind, but I'm not seeing it.
Okay.
I'll tell you. There it is. Now click your browser at the bottom. There you go.
It is April the 1st, and there was a wrestler in the 1960s and 70s known as Gilles the Fish Poisson.
Oh, yes.
This is Poisson d'Avril. His name was Gilles the Fish Poisson.
Boy.
And 18,000 fans at the Montreal Forum would yell, Poisson, Poisson, Poisson. And he would just go apeshit. Gilles the Fish Poisson for Poisson d'Avril.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't have much.
Oh. And that is, is that for the, or is it T? We were talking about T yesterday. Oh.
There's no accent. There's just the.
I see. That's he looks like your former father-in-law.
It does look like Tom. That's Dean Acheson. So okay. Go with me here.
Okay.
Topeka, Kansas.
Oh, okay. I know where we're going with this.
And
Topeka and.
Can you see it? I've got my share screen on.
Yes, I know. I could get on with it.
I'm sorry. That's my dad's first car.
Okay. So Atchison and Topeka and Santa Fe. Okay. Where does this come from? Where is this going to lead us to?
Well, I thought it'd be a little fun thing because
I see.
I was going to do a second part on the Dominion.
Oh, it's a word game. Jesus. God help us all. Jesus Christ. All right.
Did I get you? Did I torment you?
Yeah.
Did I
turn the damn sharing off now?
Did I needle you?
God. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're in a good mood. That's fine.
You're not.
I'm not. I've got a bit of a rant, and I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it short. Yes, I do.
This is supposed to make people happy. Don't be.
I know. I'm just getting on to a couple of things. Let's talk about food quickly. Kudos to Metro. They're working really, really hard.
Yeah.
Checked in this morning. They have no delivery slots available. They are just kicking their asses to get things moving. And I saw
waiting up to 2 weeks.
Oh, yes. I got a delivery yesterday from IGA, from Sobeys, that I placed 2 weeks ago. Kudos to Eric Laflèche, who's the president, who was on the air last week. And he was saying, he was very candid. He said, up until this shitstorm hit, online ordering was just a spit in the ocean for us. And we've had to gear up really quickly. And they have, and they're doing their best to catch up. So kudos to Metro. Oh, thank you. That's IGA. Again, working very hard. They will ask you to wait for your place in line, and you'll see here 39 minutes before you can even get into the website. Don't give up. They're doing very well, and they will get your groceries to you in due course. Now, I'm simply bringing that up because Lufa is having a hell of a time keeping up, and they are on what they call a first-come, first-served basis this week, and unfortunately, I'm bringing this up simply because many clients don't understand how they're going about their deliveries. When you go to IGA or Metro, you reserve essentially either a pickup time or a delivery window, whenever it is. Then they pick and pack either the day before or day of. And your order may change, but they will have most of the items ready for you to deliver or to pick up. Lufa, on the other hand, essentially grinds through all of the slots they have and all of the stock they have. And by early in the week, I presume, based on how I've been able to interpret this, all of the delivery slots and their stock is gone. So we're Wednesday today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday deliveries, forget it, not going to happen.
We are regulars. We usually order Tuesday and get it Wednesday morning. We are waiting now till Sunday.
Okay. Well, we are getting nothing this week. We may get nothing next week, and we've been told that this might be the way things go for several weeks yet. Again, I'm not ragging on the company. They're doing very, very well. These are local products they deliver, very good quality, 100% thumbs up for that. But unfortunately, it's not clear how they are adjudicating all of this. And again, I'm kind of stuck on this communications thing. You have to hold your customer's hand a bit more and explain to them what's going on internally so that they can get it and say, okay, I understand why this is happening. I may not be pleased, but I certainly understand why, and we'll see how things develop in the coming days.
It's not just the fact that they don't have this stuff. It's the demands are so great, but also
huge.
The demand is great, but they may not have in stock what you want either.
Oh no, that's the whole point. I mean, they sell a particular range of things, and that's not the point of that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm saying is they go on here and don't really get to the cut to the chase and make it very clear to the client, this is how we operate. And therefore, there's a very good chance you're not going to get your order this week or next or the week after next. We apologize. We're doing our best to catch up. But what's going on here is everything bunches up and fills up first of the week, technically. So by the time you get to mid or late week, you are SOL. You're just simply not going to get your order. So I dropped them a line this morning. We've been emails, and they said, yes, we're trying to make things clear to clients, and they're trying to do, of course, 115 things at once. So the only bone I have to pick with them is this the clarity of what they're getting out there. Otherwise, they're doing a bang-up job. So let's move.
They're a small organization.
Oh, they're tiny.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Let's move on to a kick in the ass for this morning. Airbnb is still providing cottage rentals in Quebec. It's been the edict went out a couple of days ago. No more cottage rentals. Airbnb is still at it. They should have gone dark, in my opinion, quite some time ago and stopped all operations. They're contributing to the propagation, in my opinion, here. Now, they've changed their website in the last hour. I sent them a message a while back. There was also a piece on that as Canada's this morning, taking them to task for still operating cottage rentals and the like in Quebec and elsewhere. They've since put up this nice little thing around the world. I'm not sure that this compensates for that. They should have shut this whole thing down for sure, in my opinion, for 2 or 3 weeks. So a big screw you to Airbnb this morning. Dicom came by my place yesterday to deliver a box. A young woman, very pleasant. And I handed her an envelope before she left. She says, what is this? I said, Madame, c'est un pourboire. It is a tip. She looked at me as if I'd grown a second head. I said, don't you get these often? She says, never. Okay. Tippers, wake the hell up and get on the bandwagon here. I've been a tipper for all of my life, and these people deserve something. Purelator, FedEx, UPS, Canpar, Intelcom, those people who bust their ass to deliver your Amazon orders, a little something, a little thank you goes a long way.
They're taking chances out there, and
absolutely.
It is the gesture as much as anything else. That's
absolutely.
The human contact.
You don't have to give them $20, although I gave her $20 yesterday. That's all I have in cash in the house. And she looked at me as if I'd stepped off a spaceship. Anyway, God bless you and all of the other folks who are working very hard. Now, enough ranting. Yesterday we were talking about spring is. We were talking about gardening and about bird watching, and I mentioned this device that we used last year to keep pests, quote unquote, away from our garden and away from the birds because we have cats. coming through here. And the cats go after the birds, of course, especially in the spring. I have one of these. It's called a yard sentinel. It's made in China, of course, but it's marketed by a company based in Vancouver called Aspect Tech. And it sells on Amazon for about $43 here this morning. And it works very well. You can set it. We had it set at ground level, and we were able to repel cats, skunks, and the like. And if you have it set low enough, then you're not going to bother the birds. And there are, I don't know if you can see it here, there are knobs inside the unit there, just below the battery compartment on your screen there on the right, where you can adjust the frequency. And there's also a strobe on the front. And I suspect that the strobe light itself was probably the more useful part of it, because you can set it to go off with a certain at a certain length, or a detection at a certain
so
length.
It's ultrasonic.
Yes, the ultrasonic speaker is at the bottom there, and then you have the strobe at the top. And the strobe will disturb the skunks and the cats. And I don't know if some of them may get accustomed to seeing it, but overall, I would give it an 8 out of 10, because it worked quite well for us. So if you find yourself stuck with this kind of difficulties in your backyard, you might want to look for it. And
you said something when it was turned around, they were looking at the back. It said something about a lead acid battery.
No. It's that's the battery compartment where they suggest that you not use lead acid batteries.
Okay, it's just I didn't see the entire thing. Okay,
it has a. Yeah, that's incorrect. It's seal lead acid. Yeah, that's incorrect, because it has an AC adapter in it, and you can put batteries in it too. So, and
how big an area does it cover?
It can cover. My goodness, it would cover all of your yard, probably twice as large as what you have there. I don't know
really?
how square feet. Now, it's funny that you would bring up that description, because the manual that comes with it is written by the company in Vancouver. So it's written in suitable Canadian English, not what they call English. And I found this website here this morning. It's called English, ENGRISH.com. And it picks up on a lot of these unusual little translations that you find on products that come from Japan and China. And there's one example there at the top. It says working gloves for omnipotent type work, which can be used broadly.
Is that for superheroes?
That's right. There's another one here about please keep out of children. The forest is our home. Fire on everyone. Anyway, it goes on and on. There are page after page after page of these silly little things. I thought you might find it entertaining. 100% of new flavor, feeling of metropolis for biscuits. It doesn't make any sense. Place your text here, as it says under the dog defecating there. Anyway, it goes hours of fun.
This is a website that just puts this stuff up for the English.com.
English.com. So if you're looking,
can you go back to the battery or the ultrasonic jobber?
Yep.
Obviously, it's put out in the yard, so obviously it protects itself from the elements if it's raining, snowing.
Oh yes, absolutely weatherproof. There's a rubber. You don't see it here, but that battery compartment you see on the right is covered by a rubber, fairly large rubber cover. And it is impervious to rain and snow too. You can use it year round if you want. And it comes with an AC adapter and a very long cord on the adapter too. It's not.
So you just put it out on your deck?
We had it under a pergola. We have it near the backyard, and we have AC in our shed. So I simply plugged it in the shed. So it was out somewhere in the middle of the yard, facing sort of sideways, I guess, if you will. You can put it on a deck. You can put it anywhere you want. But the higher you place it, the more you'll disturb the birds, as opposed to the animals that are
physically higher. Not the setting. Okay.
Yeah. So please continue.
No, go ahead. You finish. I've got a quick question for you, but I can wait.
That's all I've got for you this morning. Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen these. I'm trying to stop, using even paper and the brown ones, which can decompose. But I am using this, and it is terrible. It's absolutely awful. By the time the coffee soaks through this.
Oh, I thought that was that special hat you would wear so that the aliens wouldn't be able to read your mind. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's right. Yeah. Sis boom ba.
I can hear Shom.
I got this because I wanted to stop using the paper ones, even the brown ones, which decompose. The white ones are full of wash. By the time the coffee gets filtered down to the bottom of this, there are little perforations, tiny, tiny perforations in this. This goes on top of the cup. By the time it gets down, it seems to do nothing but clog, and the coffee is cold. When you were showing your, I do not want to get bamboo, which the manufacturers tout as, oh, much better ecologically. Actually, the manufacture of a lot of bamboo is ecologically irresponsible. You shouldn't be using bamboo. But you were showing your coffee stuff yesterday, and you seem to have some either linen or cotton coffee filters, which can be used again and again and again. I can't remember which site it was. You were talking about where you got your coffee beans, and it may have been the Toronto company. And I was interested in seeing you get a 3-pack for about $16. I was interested in looking into that because I would like to find unwashed coffee filters that I can use again and again rather than throwing away paper ones. So if you're checking that site, I think it's the Toronto site. Where you get your coffee beans and stuff.
That was Social Coffee and Tea.
Yeah,
is the name of that site. Yes,
and I just happened to spot. Well, Loofah has them too, but I can't get anything from when they have them. Yeah. But if you spot any, please a heads up for me. I'd like to try to start using that again because, as I say, I got this on Amazon, and God love you, nice try, nice idea, but doesn't work.
Not working. Okay. I'll remind again the sites we mentioned yesterday. There's Torre Factory up here in Saint Eustache. They sell all sorts of parts and bits and pieces too. So there's also Social Coffee and Tea in Toronto. There's also a place in Milton, Ontario, which is near the airport there in the Toronto area it's very simply called idrinkcoffee.com. And they have a host of tools and bits and accessories on there too. So if you can't find it locally, try idrinkcoffee.com. That's where I ordered some of the equipment I have a few years ago too. So again, we're getting a little away from local shopping, but try to keep a few bucks in this country anyway, and look around for it. Amazon is I'm off Amazon for a while now. They're struggling to keep up. And
but there are a lot of good local alternatives.
Absolutely.
Too. And books as well. There's stuff you can get on small library, Canadian library book sites as well.
So if you can't buy a local next door, at least keep your money in this country. And that's what I'm doing my best. I've got all sorts of little orders in the pipeline. You were laughing at me about my granola a week or two ago when I ordered.
I never laugh at you.
Yes, you laugh.
Never.
You laugh at Just because you have hair doesn't mean you can laugh at me. I'm going to start doing this. Why does Dave do that? I don't know. Is it cobwebs he's trying to get out of his face or something?
What is it? Never let your mother cut your hair when she's angry with your father.
Never let your mother brush your hair when she's angry with your father.
This has been one of the most fun ones.
I have to charge you.
You are a delight.
You have how many doctors looking after you? 5 or 6? I'm going to have to
on any given day.
You. On any given day,
Yeah.
All of them they're all on speed dial, aren't they? They're all on your fucking phone. There you go. Herb. I don't care if you're in the toilet. Herb.
Yes. Does it hurt when you do that?
Myron. It's Broadstetter again. God damn it. What does he want now?
You know that other problem? Well, listen, God love you.
God love you too, and
a bisou from far away.
Ride that surfboard, and don't spill your drink. We're in for it's going to be a bumpy ride this month here, and wouldn't you know it? This is my birth month. Blame it on me. There's an idea. blame it on me.
Oh, I've been doing that for 40 years.
Log into Facebook and just shit all over me and send out tweets and everything and just blame it on me because...
Don't stop him. He's on a roll.
That's right, because
He's on a roll.
I'm an Aries or Taurus or something. April the 20th, I'm on the cusp. Some say I'm Aries, some say I'm Taurus, but we're all trouble.
Some say a lot of
we're
others.
trouble. Yeah, we're a lot of fucking trouble. God.
Oh, God love you.
All right. I haven't heard from Tommy. He's probably really busy, so we'll see what we can do. But we will stay with it. We'll stay with it, and we'll talk tomorrow.
Adamant.
All right.